Let's move on to the chapter Reproduction and Endocrine System, Chapter 8, on page 104 and 105. In the previous session, we have discussed about the sex of the child. The sex of the child is determined by the parent. You know that parent gametes have X chromosome as well as Y chromosomes, whereas female gametes have X chromosomes. So, when father gametes X chromosome fuses with mother gamete, we will get a female child. The same way, if Y chromosome of father gametes fuses with egg, that means female gamete, then we will have a male child. So, the sex of the child is determined by the father, because father is having both X and Y chromosome, whereas mother is having only X sex chromosomes. Now let's move on to the population growth on page 104. The factors which are responsible for the population growth are reduction of death rate and the desire of sons, traditional faith, economic reasons, and lack of education. What does it mean? The reduction of death rate means because of technology and medicine development, death rate is reduced. The second one is desire of sons. If the parents are having two girls, they will go for third child for expecting the son. That is called desire of sons. And the third thing is lack of education and the economic problem, then traditional faith. People think that if they have more children, they will help them economically by sending those small children to do some work with less wages. To control the birth rate, the welfare centers have been established in India for aiming for certain objectives like knowledge and advice on methods of birth control to control the growth of population. Their aim is to control the population. We know that population causes much damage to the environment because the resource of earth will be duplicated. Resource of earth will be used by this increase in population. So there will be lack of food and also the pollution will be increased. The second thing is with the repeated pregnancy, the health of the mother is also affected. And also people or child of the family, larger family, do not get enough nutrition, enough food, enough education, as well as they will not get any attention from parents at home because of large number of people, large number of children in their own family. Therefore, it is important to keep the size of the family small and keep the body fit and healthy by doing some physical exercise regularly, like walking, cycling, and morning walk, etc. Also, we can follow some yoga exercises or yogasanas so that we can come over our physical problem as well as health related issues. Next, we move on to the topic reproductive health. Proper nutrition, safe motherhood, and healthy practices are necessary to maintain healthiness. If we protect ourselves, we can avoid some sexual transmitted disease like syphilis and gonorrhea and AIDS. AIDS is caused by HIV virus. The next concept is endocrine system. Animal as well as human body, they have endocrine system which help for production of chemical substance called hormones. Endocrine gland is also known as ductless gland because these glands which are present in the body, they secrete their production, they secrete the chemical substance called enzyme. These enzymes are directly poured into the blood. They don't have tube-like structure. Through tube, their secretion will not pass. They directly through their enzymes into the hormone, we can say hormone also, into the blood. So this is called endocrine gland. Endocrine gland is ductless gland. The enzymes secreted by this endocrine glands, hormones secreted by this endocrine glands, which help for the body growth and development. Some examples of endocrine glands are adrenal gland, which secretes a hormone called adrenaline, which prepares the body to fight. If any foreign substance enter into the body, this adrenal gland secrete the juice called adrenaline. With the help of adrenaline hormone, they fight the foreign substance or fight the any bacteria which enter into the body. Next hormone is pancreas. Pancreas is a gland which secretes a hormone called insulin, which regulate the blood sugar in our body. If they fail to secrete adrenaline by the adrenal gland in our body, our blood sugar will be increased in the blood. So, which causes increase in blood sugar causes diabetes. Diabetes is a disease, and also ovary gland secrete estrogen hormone. It is called sex hormone, and testes secrete testosterone, which is responsible for secondary male sexual character, and estrogen is responsible for secondary female sexual character. These two glands, ovary and testes, their secretion will be active during adolescence period. So female sex hormone is estrogen and male sex hormone is testosterone. The other important gland is pituitary gland, which helps for growth. This is called growth hormone, and also it is called master gland, which control the activities of all other glands in our body. And the hormone adrenaline by the adrenal gland is secreted when we are angry or excited motion. Now we have to go to the topic drugs. Taking drug is very dangerous. During adolescence period, people have the habit of taking drugs. This habit is too bad, which causes disease, many deadly disease which causes. So consuming drug is very bad, not good for health. So you have to say no to drugs, and also it will shorten our life. Our lifespan will be reduced by consuming these drugs. So let us all together say no to drugs.